everybody, it's Brenda with Foxy's Creations, and I'm just waiting on people to come in. And playing with my camera and stuff. And my screen, because it shifted. Good morning, who do we have here? And welcome, everybody. It's probably just me and Brenda, but hey. And Tina, hey Tina, how are you? So we're going to work on this today. And of course, my phone chat's not working. There it goes. I'm doing good. I'm hoping we can stay live. It's thunder. It's been thundering here for a good few minutes. So I'm hoping that if it rains, it's fine. Just don't take my internet away. Because we've had a time getting this internet set up. We got it put in and then it went out and they had to come out here and look at it and everything. And hi, Michael. How are you? Thank you. I appreciate it. And I've been watching yours. I just haven't been commenting. I love Logan's snacks. I love his snacks. And the kitty ones are funny. Your kitty corners with the special guests, those are funny. Along with your regular things. But I know that those are new. I love the kitty. The kitty's hilarious. So how are you doing? And congratulations on getting your 4,000 watch hours. Oh, you're welcome, Michael. So I'm waiting on the glue gun to heat up because I thought about plugging it in, then it just completely skipped my mind. I did, however, since the video for decorate the back with wood texture looking paper. Oh, you're welcome. I know it's hard. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. I miss going live from my phone. And I have channel updates for you guys. That's one of the things we were going to chat about. Is channel updates and things like that. And the 500 subscriber giveaway, which I still don't have scheduled yet. All kind of things. Thank you, and you have a great day too. And enjoy the garden. Bye. So I'm trying to decide, guys. I pulled out all kind of stuff to put on here. And I really want to put this on here. And I know it should go on here first. I just think it's cute. But I also want to put, I may not get to use this because I also want to put beads around this edge. Where'd my beads go? Strands of pearls. Oops. And these it's just fine to end. Or two. So I'm thinking we can just look. I think that's going to be pretty. It's raining now. So who's still here? Uh-oh, I'm losing peoples. Brenda, are you still here or am I the only one left? Oh no, I don't see anybody typing. And then I have out blue lace because I think blue would be pretty with that. But I think I want to put the lace on first. And then do the beads. And then I don't know. Oh, wow. See, and that could affect our weather here eventually as well. And I have this really pretty blue lace, but it's not gathered or anything. And it would be a pain in the hunkus honey. We're not going to put that on there. I am not doing that one. What about this one? I got out a bunch of stuff to play with. Oh, no, you're fine. This would be pretty. But again, it's not gathered. And I don't want to sit here and gather lace this morning. So we're not going to use that one either. I'm just going to put my little pearls back. I really was wanting to put this somehow on here. I just think it's cute and cool. Yeah, I think that's where everybody has got off to. But that's fine. So I want to put this on here, but I don't know. Or just make it simple and just put this lace and the beads. And then we got to figure out hanging holes. Oh, how am I going to do hanging? I could use, what can I use to hang it with? I have blue little skinny lace ribbon, but I don't have it out. Where is it? So now I'm digging in a bin. Hunting for that because I didn't get it out. It's in the other bin. Hey, Janice, how are you? Thank you for coming. Oh, you're not counted as negative. I don't know how you would be counted as a -1. Now, where did that skinny little blue lace go? I just saw it yesterday, you guys. I saw it last night when I was pulling all this stuff out for this project. Excuse me. I saw it in one of my bins. Now, I'm just making a craft-a-lance because I was wanting to work on getting the ties on there first. There we go. It's got to be in here. Back to the first one. And Tina's still here and Brenda's still here. So we're all still here. Yay, here it is. I just missed it. Somehow I missed it. So there we're going to use to tie it with. And I hope y'all can't hear the thunder. It just started pouring down rain here. And of course it wasn't forecast to do any of that. So here's what I think Oh, bless your heart. I remember those days of just barely hanging in at work. I do. And not wanting to be there. So, I had a pen. Okay. I'm just going to mark where I want the holes to be. I'm thinking we want it to kind of hang straight. Like here and here would make good sense. Does that look even? And I am just going to use the little part of this hole punch, the little one. And so we've got our holes punched. Put that back up on the shelf where it goes. Okay, so I just wanted to get the holes put in there. Lace goes on first. And I got this lace in a Happy Mail. And it would actually go this way. Try to glue it right along the edge and then put the beads over top of it. I think it's the best way to do this. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. Hi, whoever else came in. So channel changes are going to be, instead of making journals every day, which I love making my journals, but I'm thinking that starting like Monday, we're going to start doing like a, where's my notes? Well, I had them. Multimedia Monday. So that could be, Multimedia Mondays could be anything. It could be, I'm reading chat. That's true, Brenda. And it's probably a spammer. I agree with Janice. So Multimedia Mondays could be us doing painty papers for backgrounds. It could be playing on the jelly print, the jelly plate again, making background paper. It could be anything that has to do with multimedia, making beaded dangle things, making paper clips, anything like that that has to do. It's still going to be stuff designed for like a journal in some way or another, but not necessarily putting pages in a journal, decorating a journal, that kind of thing. And then on Tuesdays, right now I'm going to do travel Tuesdays and work on the travel journal that we started a while back. And Muffet is under my desk snoring, so if y'all hear that, it's her. And then Wednesdays I have down as Workbook Wednesdays, and I still can't figure out what Workbook Wednesday is. I'm working on Wednesday. And then Thursdays was going to be Tackle Project Thursday, so just a project. And that could be any kind of a project. It could be that we need to make tags for a journal. We need to make a ephemera for a journal, finish up a journal. It could be anything along those lines. And then Friday's just going to be Finish Up Fridays, where we finish anything that we didn't get done with during the week. So I think that's what we're going to start with on Monday. And I have no idea what multimedia thing we're doing Monday will be. But I do want to make some background papers because I think my next Arxology project, well, I have two in mind. And one of them I'm going to need to make background paper for. So my glue gun should be good and hot. I just figure out how I want to put this lace on here. And I don't have the other one to go by because it left out of here in a Happy Meal. So you like the, what do you, yeah, well, I was going to ask what you all think about that idea of the different things during the week. I'm going to probably burn my fingers off doing this. See, the other one, I did, how did I do it? I started on the back. That's how I did it. And just glued right up against the edge. And that's probably what I want to do since I want to put the pearls on top. But I want to snip this little weird piece off. So we're going to flip this over, start at the bottom. And see, okay, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way around like that. I got extra glue sticks. The glue gun is hot. There went its little hanger. We may add some bling or something. I know. And see, I've been seeing some pretty interesting things. Some file folder, tri-foldy things that had journals included in them. I still need to work on my prototype. That could be a project thing that we work on because that is actually like a hybrid thing. And I think that's going to be cool because I'm not seeing anybody doing those. So I think it's just, you know, a lot of different things. And see, I want to glue this way, but I'm not going to. We're going to glue. That way. And this stapler, why would anybody staple lace to a card? So now I'm trying to get the staple out of the card. Okay, got the staple out, mostly. There we go. It's so hard to say what's trending, though, Brenda. It really is. I mean, oh, but I had an idea. I think it would be a very cool thing. And we just can't block where the holes are. Ouch. This is going pretty quick. And then I've also seen a lot of drama lately on YouTube. You guys, there's a lot of drama. And it's in the crafting community. It really just, I guess, depends on who you watch, whether you see it or not. Have any of y'all been seeing that? And I kind of wanted to talk about that for a minute. Not so much the drama, but what the drama was about. Because I don't want drama. I try to stay away from drama. And I'm thinking I'm going to put some flowers on here too. So let's flip us over. Oh, that's cute. But I might should have put the beads on first. Okay, so now I need to measure this for how long to make the bead strand be. It is not about the memory dex card. What about the memory dex card, Tina? I missed that one. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. The mermaid memory dex card or whatever it was, yes. But here's my thing. I went back and looked at the channel. So I'm going to call them A, B, and C. Crafter A created a memory dex card with a mermaid on it and sent it to someone in a Happy Mail who was then inspired by it and made it and put it up in their store. But I went back and looked at person A's channel. There was the tutorial, either on the mermaid one or the unicorn one. If you make a tutorial like I'm doing this, you could technically, I did the beginning part of this and I'm doing this part. I can't now get mad if you go create this. I put up a tutorial. So if you create a tutorial and you show somebody how to do what you did, you can't now get mad if they go do it and sell it better than you're able to sell it. That person has more viewers, number one, or more subscribers. So I would expect there to be inspiration given, inspired by a mention of where they got the inspiration from or the video that they watched to be inspired, something like that. I would expect that. But I went back and looked, and because my opinion was at first, oh my gosh, you stole the idea and sold it. Then when I went back and looked at the channel and saw that there was actually a tutorial, that changed my opinion a little bit. Well, a lot. It was about giving credit where credit's due. Exactly. And I really try hard to make sure I give credit where credit's due. Now with these wall hangings, I looked up several images for wall hangings. I can't say that I was truly inspired by anybody because I couldn't find anybody that was making it there was like all these really pretty doily ones, but I'm not making a doily one. I couldn't find any that were made like what I'm doing. Oh, I'm sure they're out there. But when I may have not just done the search correctly. I typed in, what did I type in? Wall hanging, lace wall hanging. And when I typed that in, I came up with. Exactly, Brenda. So if I was going to give credit for this, I would have to give it to the very first person I ever saw make a wall hanging, any kind of wall hanging, was Jennings644. So I would say I was inspired by Jennings644. But I always try to make sure, like in my videos for the Artsology project, where I gave Sonia Steptoe and I can't remember the other crafter, but she's on the design team, and I put her channel in for the envelopes. I gave them both credit because those weren't my original ideas. I learned them from them. They did a tutorial. So, but that's all I wanted to say about that was if you do anything, give credit where credit is due, because I think that was the main thing that their problem was the one person wasn't giving credit. Right. I was inspired by and came up with a different way. Exactly. Yes, exactly. It's just too much drama for me. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not that you know exactly what we're talking about. It's just a lot of drama. So that was all I wanted to say on that subject. Now I got hot glue sticking to my table. But it peels right off the glass, which is a good thing. And I'm trying just to run this right up against the edge. I don't know if you can see exactly what I'm doing. Oh, glue stick. And I can show y'all what I was working. I lost my glue stick. What I was working on the other day when I decided to do another wall hanging. I was just playing around with stuff. And I was like, ooh, that would make a pretty wall hanging. And I should be getting my swap stuff anytime. So when I get the swap stuff, I'll let y'all know. Right, everybody, because nothing is new. I said that the other day on a video. Just about the time you think that something is new or that it's your original idea, you're going to find out that it's not your original. Somebody's done it way before you. And there are some exceptions to that rule. One of them would be like my hybrid. I have typed in hybrid journal, hybrid album, and I've found lots, but not exactly what I'm doing. But I was inspired by someone, and I will put her, when I to that point where I'm ready to put up a video and everything, I will give her credit. I've just changed what she did to meet what I want to do. And it is a small community, but large at the same time. There are so many crafters on YouTube, but we all cross paths, I think. And Janice, it could be that they don't care if they get credit, or if they may not care if they give credit. But just out of respect for other crafters, you should, if you were inspired by somebody, you should give that credit to that person. I think that's, again, my opinion. And so I always do. If I was inspired by somebody, I always make sure that I give credit back to that person. Oh, wow, Brenda, really? Needlepoint trimmed in, that's cool. I have seen the altered embroidery hoops. And if I had an embroidery hoop, I probably would have altered that. Right, there's no needlepoint, no hoop. It's a napkin and cardboard. We're working on basic supplies here. Mary sent me a Happy Mail a while back, Mary Jones. And in it, she had put some cardboard pieces, I guess, to protect the box and keep it from bending. And so I saved those, and that's what this was cut from, was a piece of corrugated, one of those pieces of corrugated cardboard. I saved them because I want to make covers with them, was the original plan. This is just, get off my table. So that was the original plan, and then when I decided to do this wall hanging, and I didn't have another one of the Dollar Tree things, I just decided to do it by cutting a circle out of the cardboard. And I traced something. I had to trace something to get my circle shape. I can't just freehand a circle. And I am half off camera. And I'm getting glue strings everywhere. Okay. So there. Let me get this hot glue off the desk. There's the beaded portion. I'm going to turn that back over in just a second. Right. And that's because we're all pretty much inspired by somebody. I mean, it's just like the giveaway items. I made an extra one of these little boxes for my swap items. This, I was inspired by a photo on Pinterest. Literally, I had a photo from Pinterest that was at, I'm trying to get the angle correct on camera. It was probably about like this angle, where you could see the cards inside. Boy, this is not working good. You could see this side of the box, and you could see the front. So it's kind of like a standing up photo, but I'm trying to do it where y'all can see what I had. That's what I had to go by. No tutorial, no video, no directions, nothing. And I'm like, well, I can kind of make something that looks like that. But I was inspired by a photo on Pinterest. Yeah, that's with oh, Pinterest has a lot of inspiration on it. Yeah, Brenda, that's a YouTube thing. I don't know what YouTube has done to create that problem. Where it spins, but nothing is really buffering. It's like fake buffering. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And now I just want to put our little hanger on it. And I don't think I want it to be very long of a hanger today. Probably about like this. I'm hoping I can just thread this through this hole. And what I'm trying to do is just twist the end of it a little bit so I can get it to go through the hole. Okay, pokey tool. It's in there, but it's not going through. There it goes. Let me thread the other one through. That way I can make sure my loop's going to hang how I want it to. And I think I'm just going to put a knot back here. And I'm going to snip these little ends off a little bit. And then I'm going to add just a little dot of glue and put that on it, thusly. Okay. And there we have, I should have pulled that through the other, well, how would I have done that? Hang on, time out. Time out. I think I want it to go like that. So we're not going to glue it down. We're just going to leave our little knot. Maybe pull it like that. Okay. So that's how it's going to hang. So I'm going to put glue back here where this little knot goes, just so my knot doesn't move around anymore. And I can get the little legs of the ribbon to go how I want them to go. So I'm going to snip that off. There we go. I like that better. Oh, I know, Janice. I waste hours on Pinterest. Brenda can tell you. It's like going down a rabbit hole that you never come out of for hours and hours and hours, because you find one thing and you click on it, and then there's more like this down below it. So then you go down that page and you might find something else, and then you find that something else, and then the next thing you know, you're clicking on it and you're like 15 pages from where you started, and it's just an ever-increasing rabbit hole. I know. I've decided I need to start tying ropes to doorknobs and stuff so I can come out of my rabbit hole when I go down in there. Oh, thank you, Janice. So now I think we need to maybe put some flowers or something. It just needs, I think it needs something else on it. So I was going to put this in our giveaway as one of the giveaway items in the 500 subscriber giveaway. What do y'all think? Prop it up on our little lacy thing. So I'm going to look for some flowers in my little flower drawer. And let's see. Let's find some pretty blue one. Oops, that one. Not, that's a green one. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I like these darker blues. And that rose. Now I just got to figure out where do I want to put them. You like this one more than the other one? I think I like this one too. Not sure better, but I like both of them. I think just like over here where there's an empty hole, maybe. I'm not sure about this rose. Maybe just put on, how are we going to do that? I don't think I want the rose. Let's find another blue flower in the bin. I think I don't know about that either. They're just too close in color. See what else I got down in here. So I'm just digging in my little flower bin. Ooh, this cream colored one. Maybe that would help. Is it going to show up though? It does, I think. And these need pearls in them, and I was going to glue them down first and then give them pearls. Maybe take this one away. I want a flatter one that's that color. That's close. See, this would be one of the mixed media things I was talking about before. Making like the flowers. Not that I'm going to run out anytime soon. Oh, there we go. But then I could show you all how I made them. Or maybe add one of these bronze looking ones. Nope. This one looks wonky. Let me mash this one. Or is that wonky one? I could probably hide it like that. Or go back and use one of these better shaped ones. Okay, Janice. It still looks like it needs something more. Something more. I don't know what more. But something. Maybe we just need some dangles or something. Hang on. What if we took... Because on the other one, this is what I did. I took this the pearls, and I made little like dangly loopy things, which we could do that. Or we could just make... Wait, I need them to be the same size pretty much. 1, 2, 3. Take and glue these like that so they would just dangle off. And y'all can't even see that. Let me move it up. So we have our flowers, and then take these little strands. Put them like that. And then maybe a bow. And I have bows. Where are my bows? Without making a craft-a-lanch happen. Okay, I don't have a bow in there, but I have bows. I just think it needs like a dangle or something on it. But now it needs a bow to cover that up is what I'm thinking. So now I'm hunting a bow. There are no bows in that. Okay, so and I had bows out on my desk. Okay. Because I think that that's pretty, but I want to put a bow. I just need to find a bow to put a bow. So now I'm looking through all the stuff that could have a bow in it. If nothing comes up, I'll make a bow. We'll make a pretty bow. Yay, Janice is back. I don't know about one of those. But okay, we're gonna maybe just make a bow. And put the lid back on my container. I think we have too many options. So let's scrap. I was thinking, let me put these back. Stop. They're barking because it thundered again. So if we put these back up here, let them dangle down. They're not wanting to go straight. Now I'm trying to make it go straight. Get our little flower sticks back how they were going to go. Sort of. That's not big enough. Idea, but not big enough. Put it up there. So let's just make a bow. Oh, this could be a place to use this fuzzy stuff I wanted to use. Because I really love this fuzzy stuff. What if we just put a piece of the fuzzy stuff? I don't know. It's not, doesn't kind of coordinate. So I'm going to make a bow out of this. So this is how I make a bow, you guys. I put a bow, I wrap it over, I tuck it under, and then I pull it through, which in this case is going to, this lace doesn't want to cooperate. And then I pull my little ends back because that's kind of a big bow. Where is that pulling from? Right there. Okay. So I get my little ends how I want them to be. That's still too big of a loop. Make that smaller. Okay, so now that I have my loops how I want them, we can just, see, that blends in nicely. It's a little bow. It blends in pretty. Okay, let's see if I can get these fixed back. So these would go like that. our little bow would have, these would be smaller, the little legs. We would fix that in a minute. It would go like that. And then we would have our little flowers. And their pretty little arrangement. So what do you guys think of that? I think that's pretty. But it's just, do I have a longer piece that will go? Maybe using these smaller pearls would work better. No, they're still going to kink. Let me see. Okay, y'all like it? I think it just gives it that finishing touch. I'm going to take this one out, and because it wants to really be bad kinked. Measure another one. Okay, so I'm going to add a pretty good size glob of glue right there to add all this into. I don't need it to stick to my desk. Okay, now I'm just fixing how my little legs are going to go before I glue this on. And I'm going to flip that over and glue that on there. Like that. Get it off my desk. I like it. Now I'm going to hot glue my flowers on. I think I'm going to put the cream colored one like that. Oh, goodness gracious, glue strings everywhere. And put this one up under, kind of like that. Okay. Get the glue off the glass. Okay, so now what I think we need to do is put our little pearls in the middle. And the way I do that is glossy accents. We're just going to put a little drop in there. And I like putting 3 of these little tiny, these are 3mm beads. And I put 3 in each one on my little drop of glossy accents. And there we have it. So what do y'all think? There's the bottom. So when it hangs up, y'all aren't going to really be able to see. Well, it hangs like this. So this is off center. It's not centered. It's going to hang straight up. So let me lay it back down on the table. That's going to be how it's going to hang. And I may want to shorten these. They've got glue strings on them. And we have our little bow, which matches our lace. Let me get these beads out from under my arm. So the cardboard that it started out with was this. Mary sent me these cardboards. It's bigger than the desk. There you go. And I just traced around a circle. I could probably make another one out of the other half. Oh, I could. So I just traced around it and then cut it with the scissors. And then I gessoed both sides of it. And I think when I started the other video, I was applying the coffee filter. And see, and these coffee filters don't look that clear, but once they're wet, they come out really pretty. And here's the pages I was just playing with, book paper that I gessoed. And it looks like autofocus is on, and I don't like autofocus to be on. It is. I turned it off a minute ago. Okay. But I did this just on book paper. I gessoed it, and this is coffee filter as well. And I put the coffee filter on it, and then I put the napkin. And that's why when I was making it the other day, I was like, I think I liked it on the bluish paper better than on the pink. But I like it's, and what kills me is it's the same napkin, you guys. It's on different colored background paper, so that completely affects how it looks. Just based on what background color you put the napkin on. So this is pretty. And this would make a gorgeous front cover of a mini journal or something like that, as well as this one. So either one of these would make a good cover, a journaling card in a book, you know, a little flip out page, front of an envelope, something like that. So I'm just saving them for other projects. But I think we're going to call this done because I really don't think I can, that it needs much more. What do you guys think? Do you think it needs anything else? I think it's done, my opinion. And so here's more of the coffee filters. Let me put my flowers back away. Pardon the reach. And it's, so here's more of the coffee filters. Me and Libby made these while she was here. We just sprayed ink on the desk, excuse me, and took coffee filters and put them in the ink. She had so much fun playing on this glass mat. And then I ironed them. And then I took them outside and I did the, I think it was Tracy Fox. It was either Tracy, it was Nick the Booksmith, where she sprayed with varnish, which I did that. That's why they sound crunchy. So they've been sprayed with varnish, and then when they get wet, they go very clear. I have one somewhere. Here's this one. So you can see. This one, I did not gesso the book page. And just so you can see, when it's just laid on top, let me get one that's the same color. When it's just laid on the book page before it's glued down, you really can't see through it that much. But once it's glued, it's crystal clear. You could read this. And that's why I decided I probably should use gesso first, just to kind of get rid of the book page. So y'all think it's done? Cool. So that's what I'm thinking. We are done. Now, I know there's only a few people in here watching. I see that we have 7. So, and welcome to everybody else who hasn't said hi yet. Thank you for coming, and silent observers are welcome. What kind of things would you all like to see me do on the channel? Because I'm open. I mean, I know I primarily make journals, and I have something in the works currently. You know, who was it? Tracy Fox put out that mini, she's got a mini challenge this month. I'm working on this little tiny mini book. I minied everything in my little mini book. I even have little mini envelopes, little tiny mini tags and stuff go in this little book. So you normally don't go this tiny, but I went this tiny for ephemera for my current artsology project. And then I decided while I was printing out the spring kit, I should just print the whole thing out tiny. And this is very tiny. It measures about, it's a little over 2.5 inches tall and 1 3/4 inches across. So it's like 2 3/4 tall, I think. Yep, 2 3/4 this way and 1 3/4 across. So I'm working on that just in my spare time and stuff. So this is going to be one of the giveaways for the 500 subscriber giveaway. And I did put another coat of the varnish on the front. And here's how the back turned out, you guys. So the back is also pretty. So that's the back, and that's where our ribbon comes through, and then here's the front. We're just going to put all that up there. But is there anything that you all want to see? I think one thing I want to redo is somebody had commented on one of my videos, and they were right. They were, oh, you like the little book, Tina? I know. What I did was I was printing out, I wanted to make ephemera flowers to use on the, if you've watched my like Craft Along With Me artsology project, I like flowers in my journals and vintage ladies, and I didn't have any flowers. And so I started looking through what I had for flowers, and then it hit me, the spring kit had some really gorgeous flowers in it. So I was like, what if I shrink it? So I put 8 journal pages to a page. That's how they got that tiny. And then printed them. And that way I would have little tiny embellishments I could use. I could fussy cut the flowers out. I could just use the book page as it was as part of a cluster. That kind of thing. And then I was like, well, Tracy Fox has that miniature thing. What if I just minied the whole journal? And I printed out the whole entire, I think, 16 pages of journal on 2 pages of paper. That included all the pockets, all the tags, all the ephemera, and all the pages. Well, Janice, is there anything that you want to see, maybe that you haven't seen, or that you want a tutorial on, a different tutorial or something? What I was saying, I had done back at the beginning, maybe one of my very first videos. I was still filming on my camera. The camera was on a phone stand in front of me. I can show you how it was set up. So here's my little phone stand I was using. Here's my phone. And I would have the phone sitting like this so I could see the screen. And it would be recording. And I was doing everything here. But it was recording at that angle. Right now I'm using my phone for chat purposes. And so I was recording at that angle. And 4G was choppy. The picture quality was bad. And the lady commented that, you know, the video was a great video, but the quality was bad. So I went back and she's right. It was pixelized. It was bad. And it was my first paperclip dangles. So I may go back and remake some paperclip dangles now that we've got a better setup. And I'm not pixelizing, and it's a better camera setup, and remake some of the older videos from a year ago. And I had even commented to her that, you know, I commented that she was right and that I had a better camera setup and better lighting now, and to watch some of my newer videos, and that I would remake that video. So I want to revisit some things that just didn't come out good. And then when we got the overhead, which is what I have here now, my phone would get mounted up there, and that was better. I was still on the phone, and back then you could go live on your phone without 1,000 subscribers. but I was still on the phone. I was able to go live, but now it was overhead like it is now. And then I got a camera, a real camera that required a computer. So, and better lighting. It's all a work in progress. So Monday, I think Monday we're going to do some painting papers. How are y'all about doing painting papers? Or, Brenda, I know you aren't set up yet, so we got to get you set up, girlfriend. What about doing like a pick 10 thing? I have pick 10 sticks. I'll show you them. I made them so I could play by myself. And Livy and I play with these when she's here. She likes to do the pick sticks. We just take stuff out for her. But here's my pick sticks. I painted them all. They have different things on them. I think there are 2 wild ones in here. A couple of skips. I agree, Tina. The new rules are just... Well, without a jelly plate, here's what I did. Where's my red thing? I already had this. Let me hang my glue gun up out of the way so I don't burn myself on it. I have a jelly plate now, and this looks horrible on the back. I have to clean it again. But you can see I paint on it. This is simply a Teflon mat. Actually, it's not Teflon. What is this stuff called? No, it's not silicone. It's a silicone mat. You can get it at Walmart. This side is textured, but this side is perfectly smooth when the paint's not on here. And this just peels right off. I just need to go get the scrubby a hold of it and scrub it real good because I've been painting on it. I use this to begin with. I used it to make shaving cream papers. But I've used this as a jelly plate because it's kind of soft. And it's because it's the silicone, you can get a stencil to stick to it and that kind of thing. Mine's not real soft either. It's just very pliable. But my most favorite way to do painting papers is magic markers, this glass mat. Any glass will work. I have a round glass tabletop in the living room that's only this big. It came from Walmart. It's very thin. It's like $10, I think. So you could use that, and I have, and use that on my desktop. Is to take this and either alcohol ink pads, markers. Hubby bought me some markers, and they are just Sharpie pastel markers from Sam's Club, a whole set of them. That's what me and Liddy did. These coffee dyed, these papers were made with markers on here. We just scribble, spray with alcohol, dip and done. So Monday we could do painting papers, and we could do them different ways. We can do them with paint, scraped on the glass. I've done those. And you just put your stuff down. Now, Dee Dee Willingham does a drop and drag. What does she call it? Dragon something. Dragon swipe? Dragon smack and drag. Because she literally takes her paper, puts her ink down, takes her paper, smacks it on it, and drags it off. And what you get is what you get. I don't that technique doesn't really work for me. The smacking tried it. It doesn't work for me too much. But I've done these, and my papers usually come out okay. You can always add stuff when you're done with your 10 things. But I've done my little sticks. Oh, there's a dice in here. This is how my sticks work. I made a dice. Well, actually, this came in a McDonald's Happy Meal game, and I snatched it. And then I painted it, and I sealed it. And then I painted my sticks to match these 6 sides. So what I do is I roll the dice. That came up orange. Now I just have to pick an orange stick. So this one says add purple. So I would add purple. And then I roll the dice again and pick the next stick. So mine is completely random. There's no control over what happens here. Let me put the little dice back in the little can. And this, of course, is an altered food can from the kitchen. So we could do painty papers on Monday. I think that would be a good thing to do. Get some background started and maybe, do several of those. Let them have time to maybe get the first ones dry, and then we can go back and do some gesso over them like Artie Mays does. Artie Mays is amazing, you guys. And she inspires me with the gesso and the stamping and how to make things kind of move into the background a little bit. So she amazes me because I don't think of myself as an artist in that way, but I'm getting better after a year of practice, on and off. So Janice, I see up here where it says you haven't made a journal yet and you don't have a jelly plate. Okay, well, we already eliminated the need for the jelly plate. Have you ever done the coffee dyed paper? Because we can make pretty painty papers without a jelly plate. I made gorgeous ones without a jelly plate. And you can still do them with a scraper or a brayer on the glass. And I'm going to be honest, you guys, this is easier to clean than the jelly plate. A lot easier to clean. Well, I think we'll plan painty papers for Monday. And we can make them with, we can do several different kinds. Janice, what do you have to work with? Because, since you're new to stuff, if you don't mind me asking. I understand the confined on space. I do. We are in a, how big is it? This house is small. We'll say 800 square feet. I don't think it's that big, but we're going to go with 800 square feet. It's a small house. And this room that I'm in now was our storage room. It has the only closet in this house. And I was crafting in the kitchen. If you go back and watch some of my earlier videos, I'm crafting in the kitchen. I have a big one of those great big long folding tables from Walmart set up in front of my kitchen cabinets, crafting. Because that was the only space that we had. Because this was storage till about 6 months ago, maybe. Oh, wow, Brenda, 200 bottles of nail polish. Oh, cool, Janice. And you have paint, alcohol inks, markers. What are we working with? Because I'd like to be able to do, like where you could craft along. And if you don't have alcohol ink, I need to get more. And I'm going to tell you, the ones that I bought are, oh, Lordy B. Let me get them out. You get a set of 9 of them for $10. No, let me correct that. Let me correct it all. And what are they? They're pinatas. You can get a set of 9 pinata alcohol inks from Walmart.com, Amazon.com. Probably could order them from Joann's or somewhere, but it's pinata. They're only $16 a set, which is why I got the pinata inks, because more bang for my money. I got 16 colors, whereas with Tim Holtz, I think you get 3 colors for $12 or something. The Ranger ones. And the pinata ones are more vibrant, in my opinion. Extreme couponers don't listen, Brenda. I am not familiar with the nail polish pour. Now, I know that there's a way you can put the nail polish in water and dip paper, which comes out really pretty, but I haven't heard of the other. Acrylics in tubes. Oh, cool. So ink pads are good. We just need to know, are they water-based or alcohol-based, because that's going to determine what you're going to spray to help them move. I think mementos are water-based, but I'm not sure. Markers are usually alcohol-based, and acrylic paint and tubes is water-based. If you need to thin it out, water's good. And you can also make your own alcohol inks with food color, RIT dye, mica powder. You just have to make sure you shake it really good to get it mixed up each time. I've made them with Kool-Aid, and I've also made Kool-Aid sprays with water, because why waste alcohol? Kool-Aid. I was looking at chat. So, Janice, you're on your way. I am building up quite a stash. I'm with you, Janice. I blame it on Brenda. She's been a bad influence on me. And, yeah, I can't blame it totally on her. She lives 2 states. Well, she's a state away. But, yeah, I'm building up a stash, because I didn't have a stash when I first got started a year ago. I was a beater and polymer clay person and had nothing for paper crafting other than regular copy paper, some maps. Pretty much that's it. Copy paper and maps and books that I could alter. So I did a lot of painting paper on book papers. I did regular printer paper. I did mailing labels, because we have a box of the old dot matrix print. The dot, the printers with the little holes where you had to load the paper just right and line it all up to get it fed through. I have a whole box of those kind of mailing labels. So I've done those. So when you peel them off, you have this really cute little section of painty paper. I did those because I had them. And they can't run through my printer without me trimming them down. So might as well use what you got. Right, Janice. Glue books, tags, and things. Well, the great thing about a junk journal is, in a junk journal, you could put ledger paper. You can put map paper. You can put anything in that journal, steno paper, coffee filters, anything can go in a junk journal. My very first journal, well, it became journals because I overfluffed it and became was a junk journal, a true junk journal. There was no kit used. It was straight up how to make a journal on $10 or less, and it was mostly Dollar Tree stuff that was used. And I coffee dyed my own papers. I painted papered my own papers for backgrounds. I went on the internet and found images I could print out that I liked for backgrounds, but there was not a kit per se of any kind. Like I didn't go download a kit from somebody on Etsy or anything. But then I found those and I was like, that's kind of cool. But I didn't start using those, I don't think, till my third or fourth journal. Well, my first journal became 3. So there were 3. And then I made a mini, my first mini. And I love making the minis. So I made the first mini. And then after that, I think I made a kit one. And I've done the altered composition book where you glue pages together and you scrunch them all up in glue book fashion. And we still have to, that may be what I meant by workbook, Brenda. We have to glue in the signature, glue in, no. Sew in, or did we do that? The signatures, I have to look. I don't remember. For the, I don't even think we decorated the A to Z ephemera book. I don't think we finished it. I don't remember. I'm looking around now to see if I see it somewhere. Because I don't remember if we finished it. That's bad. Oh, the signatures are not that hard, and we'll get to those too. And then finish on Fridays. Anything that we do during the week that we don't get finished, we can work. That's what we'll do on Fridays. Oh, right, Brenda, definitely. So, Tina, we did finish that book. I know we got through with all the letters, but did we actually put the signatures in the book and all the ephemera? And that's what I'm not sure. But I don't see it anywhere. Usually, if I don't see it, that means we finished it. And I know it wasn't going to have a walkthrough because it wasn't going to go up for sale because it's my personal thing. But I don't see it. I have to go back through my videos because I thought we finished it because I don't even see any of the ephemera for it. So we must have put all that together. Now I'm over here looking. Fox. Well, everybody, I guess we're done and we got a plan for Monday, Painty Paper Monday. And we got this finished, and it's going to go in the 500 subscriber giveaway. And I still have to figure out when I'm going to do that. And I really like how that came out with the little dangles on it. I think that just finished it off. And whoever gets it, if they don't want them to do that long, they can cut them off. But if y'all come up with any more ideas, leave comments below when this goes up. Just leave some comments below and any ideas of what you may want to see or that kind of thing, and we'll figure out a place to put them and do them. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get away from like full-size journals for a minute, other than Artsology, unless I'm working on maybe this month. As long as we use a kit from her, we can do what we want. So I'm looking at what I'm going to do in September. And I have ideas floating around in my little head. Oh, I watched that too, Brenda, the page protector thing. Oh, I know. I love that idea. It's great ideas. And I have a whole bunch of page protectors. So I think I'm going to work on doing maybe some mini journals, some envelope journals, different kind of flippy, flappy, journaly things. Work on my prototype, which is in the... Oh, that's where that is. I'll have to look. Now I know where I put it. It's in a bin. But work on my prototype so I can get that done and get that put up. Because it's a hybrid. Because I like certain things about albums, but I really like journals. So I was trying to find out a way to combine the two. Flippy flappy. They are fun, Janice, the flippy flappy things. So I will hopefully see everybody Monday. It will be about this time again. 11 o'clock in the morning Central Time. 12 Eastern. And that's when we'll go live again on Monday. And then I have Artsology videos going up over the weekend, or I should. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day today. And enjoy the weekend, y'all. And if you can come up with any more ideas, come back and put them below this video. Thank y'all so much. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Hugs and blessings. Bye, everybody.